Matt Quistorp for Crazy Mo Guitar, coming at you with video 2 of the new cat. You're going to learn about a new right hand strum pattern to apply to the chords from video 1 and your first scale, the minor pentatonic. So stay tuned, be ready to learn. Alright, talking about the strum pattern first. We got our G major chord from the first video, which was the 3rd finger on that 3rd fret on the high E string. We had the G7, which was the 1st fret on the high E string, and the switch chord E minor, which was the 2 fingers, 1st and 2nd. 1st finger was on the 2nd fret on the A string, 2nd finger was right below that. Again, keeping a gap between the palm and the bottom of the neck and the arch in the fingers. Good. Alright, so the strum pattern is going to be this. It's going to be a down, down, up, down, up, down. The idea is with the upstroke to try to just glide the pick upwards. You almost want to get like a paint the fence motion with your right hand. Okay, don't be afraid to over exaggerate it at first so you get comfy with that. So I'm going to take the E minor chord to start, and I'm going to do my down, down, up, down, up, down. As you can see, the down up is a little faster than just the down. So you have down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Keeping my bridge the same in the right hand. My forearm is on the body of the guitar, and I'm resting a finger on the body, the plate here, just trying to keep my stability. It should feel like that bridge. So I don't want to keep my first whatever fingers here, embedded into the body. It's got to be able to move around. You want to anchor it. If you anchor it, then you can get kind of stuck. So as I'm strumming, you'll see my finger just kind of slide around here. Okay, and some people, again, as I talked about in the first video, don't like to plant any fingers down. So you can still keep that bridge as long as you feel like you're pretty close to the strings. You're not flying around with the right hand. Okay? And again, you want to make sure that your pick is not getting caught. So keep that nice gliding motion in the right hand. You don't want to squeeze the pick too hard at first. And the goal now is to take that same progression, start with the G, do the strumming, down, down, up, down, up, down, switch to G7, down, down, up, down, up, down, back to G, and then E minor, down, down, up, down, up, down. So now what I'm trying to do is, again, foreshadow where I'm going. So I'm playing the G, I want to picture the G7 chord as soon as I can. Switch to G7, then picture the G again. So like you're reading a book, try to think ahead. And basically what that'll do for you is it gives you a pattern that now sounds musical. You're not just doing the 4 down strokes, kind of thing. Now it has some kind of connected sound to it. Okay, scale work wise, we're going to start off with the 1st finger on the 1st fret, which is an F. So this note here, 1st fret on the low E string, will always be F, as long as you're in tune. Alright, so this pattern, it's called a minor pentatonic scale. It's only 2 notes per string, and basically we're going to learn it in this one spot here, but it will be movable. As we get going with guitar, you'll start learning the notes going up the fretboard, and that pattern will just slide around and allow you to play in different keys. Alright, so we're taking our 1st finger on the F, the 1st fret, we just give it a downstroke. Boom. Now the next note is going to be the pinky on the 4th fret. So you have 2 frets in between those 2 fingers. So don't feel like you have to keep the 1st finger down. If you do, it'll stretch your hand big time in here. So if you want to work a stretch, feel free. But at this point, I'm just looking to have you just jump to the pinky. And don't be afraid if the 1st finger goes way off, like blah. Alright, try to keep it close if you can, but it's not a really big deal at this stage in the game. We just want to try to get the fingers to do what we want them to do. So the 1st finger starts off, then you have the pinky. Okay, and then with the right hand, I'm trying to do my alternate picking. I'm doing a downstroke and an upstroke. I go to the next string, the A string, it's going to be the 1st finger on the 1st fret again, and then the other note's going to be the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. They call it a 1-3. So you have this so far. You have 1st to pinky, 1st to 3rd. So 1, 4, 1, 3. Alright, the D string, same deal. 1st finger, the 3rd finger. That gives you 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3. The G string is the exact same thing. First finger, first fret. Third finger, third fret. Kind of nice so far. So that gives you 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Now you get to the B string, you're going to have the first finger again, first fret. Now it's the pinky and the fourth fret. So 1 to 4 again, just like from the low E string. And then the high E string will be the exact same thing as that. First fret, first finger, pinky on the fourth fret, so 1 to 4. So the entire pattern would be this: 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. Then you go backwards. 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. That's your whole shape. So the main note is that very first note we played, the F, that first finger. And scales that are movable, they're called root notes. You'll learn more about that. So if you want to take that pattern and practice different ways, which you'll see in the next video, we're going to move that whole shape around, just like we did with the finger exercise. So for now, you want to get it down in the F and just be able to go forwards and backwards with the alternate picking. If the right hand gives you a problem, do the double picking, that Batman thing, which involves taking each note and doing a down and up stroke per note. So you'd have down, up, then the pinky, down, up, down, up. And with that, you try to connect it, down, up, so it has a little bit of flow to it. But it gives your right hand a little more time to get settled in. And you go backwards. So that gives you a really nice scale that covers so many different styles of music. It's crazy. And then we're going to use that pattern to move around and learn some of the notes up and down the fretboard. Alright, so by now you've had 2 videos. We're basically looking at some scale work, some strumming, so it's going to start sounding a little more musical. As I said before in the other video, practice every day. That's the main thing. To keep it consistent, keep the picking consistent, keep the fingerings consistent, and everything will fall into place quickly for you. It's like keeping your batting stance the same. Very, very important. If you find that you have a hard time with tuning on a guitar, you can check out these headstock tuners. They're all over the place. I use a Snark. There's apps for smartphones, so make sure you do learn how to tune the guitar. There's a gazillion videos on that, so you won't have a problem figuring that out. Sometimes the app does it for you too. So, as usual, subscribe. Stay tuned for video 3. Remember, these are designed to be at your own pace. We're just giving you the material that we know works. That's not busy work. Very important. You don't want to waste your time. If you only have 20 minutes a day, you don't want to spend 10 of that just doing something you're never going to do again. So everything is designed to be built from a structure where you're going to use it all. No matter if you're playing that scale 10 years down the road, you'll still be able to apply the technique, the picking, everything, the knowledge of the notes. So it'll be fun. So Matt Quistorf for Crazy Mo Guitar. Stick with me till the next video. See ya.